Jai Hind. Why America has called all the generals and admirals, more than 800 of them, to United States of America from complete globe. They were deployed. There are 750 bases of in America all over the globe. It is there, and they have been called from there. They have got 11 commands. Out of that, there are seven regional commands. Regional means geographical commands are there. Those are very important. And as for the India is concerned, it is Central Command is very important, and Indo-Pacific Command. So they have been called. Why this? It has never been done. It is a top secret and urgent meeting for which they have called. Even Donald Trump was not knowing about it. And because it came out very loud and clear. When he was asked by the press that, why the generals had been called, he was talking about, probably the generals and admirals from all over the world of different army, from different nation has been called. And he was giving that, the reply in between J.D. Vance, the vice president, he intervened and he said that, it is our general and our admiral. They have been called in Virginia. Virginia is the Marine Corps base, which is located at Quantico. They have been called over there. Why? Why at this time, when the world is at war, why they have been called? It is, let's decode that. See, we have to understand that Trump in the second term, he's the Supreme Commander, and Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense. He is a loyalist of Trump, and, he is not a great general or he has got a military man, but he had a background, or he was an infantry officer for National Guard officer, which is a reserve force in the United States of America, and very low level officer. He has been selected. He was an anchor or a personality, a TV personality in the Fox TV, which the Donald Trump says, and actually makes up his mind after keep listening the Fox News, and he was there, his personality, and after second term when he came, he has selected him. The regions is known to him. He has got no military big background, but he is an infantry officer of a National Guard deployed in various states. Every state, 50 state has got a National Guard battalions and regiments. He was part of that. Now, when he came, he is very unpredictable. And in his, he has taken a decision to cut down 20% of 44-star general and 10% from other cadres, that is the other generals, 10%. He has already that, cut size has been done. Then Donald Trump has, changed the name Department of Defense to Department of War. Now it is called Pentagon as Department of War. And there is a new top secret doctrine and document or national doctrine which is likely to be released very soon. In his first term, Donald Trump used to talk about the above the horizon strategy, and that strategy somehow it got lost, when the Biden came. But above the horizon strategy is same that you do not have to deploy the troops on the ground, the boots on ground, but you should have, your bases. Bases will be very well, AD protected, their air defense protected, and from there they can operate by Air Force, that is above the horizon, by the drones, by aircraft, aerial vehicle intervention can be there. Only marginally when you have got your aircraft carriers and your flotillas moving all around the world in the globe, they can intervene, but in the last resort, but not as a, and that can be also used as a platform. Now, why they have been called? That is very important to there are talks there, that they want to rebuild their military because America over a period of time is not ready to take the casualty, and somehow the Donald Trump and the Pete Hegseth, they feel that, and J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is a, basically a Marine Corps officer. And as I brought it out, as for the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth is an infantry officer with very small training. He is not a strategist. He has not hold any very important, appointments in the military of America. I think the China will be talked. China is a very important point for them. China, because they feel that China is number one enemy, and China has to be actually targeted from east and west and north and south. Also, they wanted to do it from the south. They wanted to do it with India as a somehow they wanted to use it as a front line, but India has not bowed down to that. The Quad came up big because of that. The second point, these are the guesses. The homeland security has become very important, and basically national guards are deployed all over, and they are also manning the border. Your American troops are guarding the borders now, so that is also a target, that homeland security, and how homeland security how can be dovetailed with the military. They want to cut it down, the defense spending, but as on today, $900 billion per annum is the defense expenditure. Is a huge. Donald Trump was in the first term. He used to take that, in the United States of America will not take the guarantee of anyone, and that's why defense standing of NATO from 2% used to talking, then 3%, now the people are then 5%. Probably that thing is working. His above the horizon strategy has worked, because the way he's withdrew from Afghanistan, because it was Donald Trump's doing, and after there is a very very shabby withdrawal from there, from Bargam. Now he wants to get the Bargam back. There can be you see, politically also a point, a new conduct they want from the military. Probably, I think it might be there. In the, now their focus is also there, like Latin American country underbelly, basically your South America. And as the things are happening, and Venezuela is coming up. Donald Trump is talking about the Greenland. Donald Trump is talking about Panama. All these things are going to be unfold, in a very very short, in a big way. Their main target is China, but what is happening in the West Asia, and what happening in the transatlantic, Indo-Pacific, in transatlantic, especially in Russia-Ukraine war, that is also a point of concern. So our eyes are on. I think today is the meeting taking place. Let's see and keep our ears and eyes open. Thank you.